absolutely adore Mass Effect 2. Oh my God. So what drew you to Mass Effect originally?
Yeah, so 2 was the first one I played.
Gotcha.
My boyfriend at the time was playing it, and I wanted to go. And, oh, look, you can choose a female protagonist. This is pretty cool. And Jennifer Hale's performance probably chose the direction my life went in. Yeah. So there you go. Because I'd been playing all my life. These games kind of just appeared in front of me.
Yeah.
I didn't know how they were made. Didn't really think a human made. They were brought to me. Went to the shop.
It's like
here they are. So many of us in games are like, when I didn't get in till later because I didn't know how they were made.
Yeah.
That's why I do things like Takes a Village, just to make sure people know who makes the games and might be a bit inspired themselves to get into all these different roles that are available. So yeah, it's just going. I was playing a lot of Tough Chicks in Space for Big Finish Productions. They own a lot of the Doctor Who licenses, right? So like basically all of them that are alive do them, right? With the original companions and that, and I guest for particular things, or we do things like Torchwood. There's a new Torchwood. My characters survived for 3 series now. It's amazing. But no, I've just been playing all these very damaged heroes, and then with that performance, and just because she had to be everything to everyone, you had one of 3 backstories, or do you remember? And then people would refer to it, and she had to give enough of a performance for you to believe her, but not enough, so much that it branched off too much, and you couldn't come back, or it just complicated things. So actually, what she did was quite a neutral performance, but it's totally believable. I just thought it was an incredible skill to be able to do that. And I thought, I can kind of, because I was working in audio, and I'm thinking, I can kind of doing sci-fi fantasy, I can do that. Yeah. So that was it. But the actual world building. And I wouldn't have been able to handle that at the time I was playing Final Fantasy VII. Like, there's no way it would have blown my mind. Now, the point system, that's easy enough, but I just mean, like, all the different races, the alliances, the council, the universes that encompasses, and the history, and who you're talking to. And I just love the idea that these plucky humans have turned up and ruined everything in 20 years.
I know.
Like we do.
Oh, yeah.
and then you got the Paragon Renegade system. I played Paragon first just to see what happened. Well, yeah, because I don't like to shut things down because you're going to lose whole story arcs.
It's the yes and. It's
and.
The basic
and I did play Renegade with the male actor, and no one wanted to be my friend. And I died a lot because I didn't have allies. Why Mass Effect 3? So that's fair. Everyone's like, screw you guys. We're not going to war with you. You're scumbags. I'm like, that's fair actually. So I was, the only thing is it doesn't allow grey area. It sort of punishes you for that, but that's fine. When it was made, it was it was revolutionary.
So good.
I'm trying to think what else, like the Shadow Broker side quest is just one of the most amazing things I've played. It just blew me away. And the choice of play style as well. Yeah. You know, just everything about it I've absolutely adored. Yeah. Just drew me in.
Yeah. I mean, who were your mains?
Oh, Garrus. Garrus, and then I switched someone out for maybe Tali if there was like a technical thing. I'm trying to be clever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If we're talking to a certain like race, then I'll bring in someone from that species in.
Yeah. The ambassador.
But Garrus was my homeboy all the way through.
Garrus
adored him.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Like just absolutely perfect.
And just as a side note, sometimes, because not everyone romances Karlach, which is allowed, sometimes she's people's best friend, and a few people have said she's like Garrus, and it means everything. He's the best compliment. It's the best compliment I could ever be given, because he was so real. I made the mistake of romancing him on a separate save. It wasn't good. I ruined the whole friendship, and I'd go back. That didn't. Yeah, I didn't like it. It didn't work. He did a lot of research to make sure it was safe.
Yeah, I'm always trying to pinpoint, because he's like equal parts really dorky and adorable, like absolutely adorable. I'm always calibrating. But like he's also,
and
you wouldn't want to mess with him.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to mess with him.
Well, that was the thing, and I think that's what was feeding into Karlach, is that, someone that goofy can afford to be. Let's put it that way. Like they've seen a few things, and we know that people in stressful situations will joke a lot. So that always read true. It read like any sort of documentary or war film that I'd ever seen. He felt so very real. Yeah.
I do love that about Karlach as well. It's like how much of that was like a collaborative effort of like bringing the like cuddly teddy bear, but also the fierceness.
That was very much in the writing, I'll be honest with you. And they just let me do what I wanted a lot of the time. Like whatever, I mean, I put my audition up recently online. You can see it's all in there. So whatever I was doing, that they liked it. I didn't influence that much. Most of it was written before
That's
it started.
amazing.
So yay.
Yeah. But it does take the right type of voice to make that believable, doesn't it?
Sure, I don't know. I don't know. I'll take it.
Yeah,
but you know, it's a very collaborative experience because I had two directors. We had a movement and a voice director, because obviously did mocap for it as well, and that has to match. You know, the voice comes last. I would say it's the sort of the work I do outside on the text. Which in this case was an Excel spreadsheet. That's normal for AAAs, by the way. Not having a go at anyone, but that is, you kind of receive it out of order. Yeah. But you know, I knew the arc. I knew where she had to be in the middle and at the end and everything. Yeah. And we worked on that. And then a bit of work with a movement director just to keep her. You know, just to keep things consistent. That's the word I'm looking for. And then the voice is the last thing to come out of that, really. To be honest with you, it's a result of all of that work, if that makes sense, rather than something I'm thinking about.
Was this like one of the first times that you were working like so hardcore with like mocap, or was
I've never done it before.
Yeah,
I did a little bit like test days at other third-party facilities just to try it out. I was standing still on the spot. Yeah. And I'm playing a biped. It was okay. Do you know what I mean? I'm not playing a monster race or something like that. So it's just you're just so very big and wide. And so I thought about things like maybe she bench presses too much, is a bit stiff in the shoulders, because I'm quite frenetic, as you can see. But on a really big 3D model, looks weird. So we used Laban. So that was pressing for me. And that was the key to her. The way in. But a lot of it is like traumatized people make jokes and they cover up a lot of the time, and that was in the text from day one. And with Sarah Bayliss, the writer, I'd always check in with her and say like, this is from the trauma, right? Okay, then we're gonna laugh big on this, you know. And people have noticed, and it's in the writing. And
there's such a thing about like about that coming into performances is just that like kind of knowing what is just enough.
And that's why you have this team around you. Because I can't obviously see or hear or smell the world I'm in a way you would on a film set, or even in other sorts of games. And I'm not working with another actor either. So they're your eyes and ears and all your other senses in that world, and they just did such a bang up job.